Alright viewers, welcome back to the DCS World video in the Herc. Today we are learning fuel management in Hercules. So, if we come over to this top panel here, this is where you have the fuel display. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's not anything on the HDDs or the CNI, or anything else that, oh, there is a CNI, but that's more data entry. There's nothing on the HDD that controls fuel, it's just this panel here. So here you have the fuel totalizer. We're carrying fuel in drop tanks, all of the main tanks, and everything else. So if you look here, these are the pumps that go to the engines. If we were to click these, then it will cross-feed between these pumps, or these tanks. So one main feeds into engine 1, 2 feeds into engine 2. So basically each fuel tank has its own engine into. So then we can cross-feed, so these two pumps are both feeding the engines, two pumps feed the two right engines, two left engines. We also have these auxiliary fuel tanks, which are holding 15 pounds of fuel. The two wing tanks, the two drop tanks we have on board, they're not drop tanks, we can't drop them, but the two wing external tanks we have on board each carry 8,900 pounds. So pretty much a similar amount to what the main tanks can carry. If you want to access the fuel from these tanks, you have to come over to this panel here, open the fuel valves with a left click, so it's taking fuel. No, sorry, you need to do a right click so the fuel is going into the tank. If the arrow is pointing down, then the fuel goes into the tank. If it's pointing up, the fuel goes out of the tank. So right click all of these pumps, and then left click the external fuel tanks, and you'll now see fuel is transferring out of these tanks, the wing external tanks, into the internal tanks. You'll see the fuel tanks in the wings decrease in the external tanks, whilst the fuel tanks in the internal tanks, the gauge in the internal tanks, they all go up because they're taking fuel from the this central knob here, this is the crossfeed, so it's like these but for all tanks. So this will allow fuel to flow from the left side of the plane to the right side of the plane and vice versa. The final thing to cover is fuel dumping. So let's just, I'll close the, then we'll just have the wing tanks. Then to dump fuel, you open these guards here. And then you can left click switches here. So I'm just going to open, I'll leave the external tanks. Actually, I'm going to, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, now let's left click the fuel dumps. You'll get a warning saying you're dumping fuel. See here on the engine page. Clear the master car. And you can see now the fuel is still decreasing in the wing tanks, the external wing tanks. However, unlike before, the fuel quantity is also going down because we're jettisoning fuel and not transferring it between. Just to show, you can also do this with the internal tanks. I'll left click to open all of the internal tanks. Okay, so I think if it is, yeah, okay, so it is automatically dumping fuel from the outboard tanks with the dumps. That's good to know. Of course, that's how that works. And if you want to stop the fuel dump, we can close the valves. So viewers, that'll be for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Shark 31 off.